Hello, brother. This is the ideal student morning routine. So, for reference, over the last year, some things that I've done that I'm going to help you achieve is I've put on 10 kilos of muscle, I've increased my grades from DDC to ABB, and also I've done university, where in the university I got all distinctions. So, I'm going to help you do all those things while also improving your mental health and general productivity. So, the three things that we're going to cover are the same things I've said here: the productivity, your fitness, and your mental health. Now, your productivity is going to equal your grades, for example. So, you want to improve your grades, you have to solve this. But it's not just about improving productivity. Because if it was, I'd tell you, get up, first thing you do, just get up, have your laptop ready, revise for 2 hours before school, go to school, work hard, no, study there, come home, eat like good food, um, revise again. That's not going to help you as much as, in developing holistically, of like developing your fitness, developing your mental health. Because we're people, as people, our optimal brain sort of works like this. Imagine a two-sided engine. So this is one side, and then another side is going to be here, say connected. Great circle. And say it's split down the middle, and this rotates. This side goes this way with this arrow, and this side goes this way. Say this here can be your fitness. Great F. This here can be your fitness, and this side can be your mental side. As you improve your fitness, your mental health will also improve. And as you improve your mental health, your fitness will also improve. And these things are both going to directly impact your productivity. Because try study when you're stressed, try study when you're feeling depressed, try study when you have no energy because you don't work out and you just lay in bed all day. Try study when your diet is terrible and your brain is like just foggy and you have headaches all day. Try study well when you haven't slept properly. Try study well when you're having arguments with everyone around you and you can't focus and everything is just stressful. It's not going to happen. So we need to focus on our like core engine, and then our productivity will follow suit. But firstly, because I know like viewer attention goes like that, as the video passes like over time, I want to get the basic productivity stuff out the way. So even if you just take this and get as much use out of it as possible. So some things we want to do is we want to allocate study time. Allocate study time at the same times every day as possible by having a timetable. If your day changes, so say for example, if one day you have martial arts training or another day you go to the gym differently or you finish school earlier, that's okay. Have more timetables and just switch between them. What I used to do is I just make a timetable on the notes app, go on the notes app, click like add a table, and it's just like empty slots. It's this. It's a grid like this. And then on this side you write the time like 7 p.m., 7 a.m., wake up, 7:10, like work out for 20 minutes, 7:30 start studying, stuff like that, and you can just make it your own. And I just had four of these, and I would screenshot it, put it as my wallpaper, and then switch between them depending on the day. If your like timetable is more consistent, that's fine. Keep just one timetable and try follow it as best you can. We're not going to be able to hit our perfect day, like 100% of it most days. We may hit 50%, other days will hit 80%, other days will hit 90%, 95%. And what we're trying to do is just increase our average like score of how adherent we are to the timetable. At the start you may only be like 20% adherent, and over time you learn it more, you may have a bad week or something. But by the end of it, a few months in, like 2, 3 months in, we want to be like 90% adherent to the timetable. 90% adherent to our perfect day. We don't need to be 100% and get upset at ourselves because we haven't hit 100. No, we're working really close to our perfect day. That's the goal. And if every single day you're working towards your perfect day, your grades are going to improve massively, your fitness is going to improve massively, your mental health will improve massively. Everything in your life that you care about is going to improve really well. Another thing besides the timetable, we really need to optimize for sleep and diet. I know I'm going to mention this a lot more in the fitness section, but this really impacts your productivity. Sleep isn't just about the basic thing of sleep 7.5 hours to 9 hours a night. Because this is great. Sleeping 7.5 to 9 hours a night. Also, it's not 7, it's 7.5 because sleep cycles work in 90-minute blocks. So this is a 90-minute block of sleep, and then there's another 90-minute block and another 90-minute block, like this. This is how your brain sleeps, right? So we have sleep cycles. If you wake up in the middle of a cycle, like your alarm rings, and you get up at this time, your brain is going to feel fried the whole day. You're going to feel terrible. It's like why some days you just wake up feeling really good and other days you wake up feeling terrible and you slept the same amount of time. Well, it's because you woke up at an incorrect part of your sleep cycle. How do we implement this correctly? Say you want to sleep at 11. We're going to sleep at 11. We're going to wake up at around 6:30 or even work backwards. Okay, you need to wake up 2 hours before school to do your proper morning routine. Okay, you need to wake up at 6, then at 10:30 you want to be asleep. So then by 10:20 we want to be in bed because you need like 10-20 minutes on average to fall asleep. Say 20 minutes for most people beginning to this. So you need to be in bed by 10 past 10. Now, if I didn't tell you that, in your mind it would be like, oh yep, okay, I need to wake up at 6. Yeah, I'll go to bed at 10:30. And then it's 10:50 and you're still awake. Do you see what I mean? You need to have that little barrier behind that. Now, in terms of being more productive day to day, like discipline wise, being more rested and stuff like that is going to make it a lot easier. And being on a timetable is going to make it easier because what the timetable does is it makes our whole day into the routine. You wake up at this time, you do this, 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 this. It's like an automatic decision. And what we want during the task, like say I've just finished working out, the last thing I want is right after that have the decision. Okay, do I go and study now or do I go rot on bed for an extra half an hour? That's important because it's great to plan it before the night before. Yeah, I'll get up at this time and do this and this. But when you're in the moment, if you don't have a very clear decision and timing set out, then that's when your emotional mind is going to take over and think, oh, I'd rather do this instead. If you've already made the decision beforehand very clearly, at 10 past 7, I'm going to work out. At 7:30, I'm going to study. Well, then it's far more likely that you're not going to stick to that. So we want to remove that decision from ourselves. And then over time, we just want to build up discipline of, yeah, sure, at the start, you may say, okay, I'm going to revise for 30 minutes or an hour every morning before school. You may not hit that a lot of days. Some days you may hit 30 minutes, but then over time, you'll improve. Yeah, you'll have some bumps along the road, but as long as you realize that's okay, I'm doing better than I was before, let's just try again, and then you slowly build back up, you'll be doing the same thing as before and even better. Next, for fitness. For fitness, we need to allocate time every single day to work out, eat properly, and sleep properly. So those three things. So exercise. Exercise we want to be doing around an hour a day. At least at a bare minimum 30 minutes of resistance training. By an hour should be our goal. Now, personally, I hate doing a super long workout where half an hour in, you're just tired, every set is sloppy, you're pushing 70% of the weight as your first set. So what I prefer to do instead is I split my workout into threes. So I have say a 20-25 minute morning workout, and then I have a 20-30 minute middle of the day workout, and then I have a 20-30 minute evening workout. The reason for this is because now my energy levels, instead of a workout, they start quite high and then they fall over time. Well, instead it's like this. My energy levels start high, they fall a little bit, I take a break, and then when I start again, they're high again, and then they fall a little bit. So then throughout my workout, I'm in a good range. Every set's going to feel really good. So the way I actually split this down is I allocate about 5 minutes to each set. So just slightly under 5 minutes, but just say 5 minutes. So each set, if you don't know, say you're going to do 10 repetitions of bench press. So you're going to put 60 kg on and you're going to bench it like 10 times. That's one set until you reach failure. So each set I'm allocating about 5 minutes because I do a lot higher rep range just to train endurance for kickboxing as well, but it also builds muscle. And then you want to have a good 3 minute like rest, or 3 minutes, rest for 2 minutes and get ready for the next exercise, puts weight on, whatever. You can't really do this if you're going to a gym because you need to have your workout in 1 hour. But if possible, work out at home. If you have a home gym, work out there. Invest in some dumbbells. Like I put on 10 kilos of muscle in a year, and I have a pull-up bar on my door and a set of like 7 kilo dumbbells. You can do it. And additionally to exercise, we need to be sleeping right and dieting right. So let's go for diet first. Diet, high protein, high calorie, you want to bulk up. Easy stuff. Whatever you eat now, just try eat a little bit more every meal and change your meal timing. So say if your first meal is at 12 when you have a lunchtime for school. Well, for the first few hours a day, you could have had another meal or a small meal, like a little snack, and then by the time it's 12, you're hungry again and you want to eat more. So we want to split our meal timings and have as much time as possible to eat meals. Don't skip breakfast and have lunch and then you get home, you eat some food, then you skip dinner. No, we want to split our meal times as much as possible throughout the day so we can eat and allow ourselves some time to actually like feel hungry again. Obviously eat at least like 90-95% clean stuff. And if that sounds difficult for you right now, well, the way your gut microbiome works is as you eat more of something, your brain starts to crave it more. If you eat more meat, if you eat more carbohydrates, like complex carbohydrates, then over time that's what your body's going to crave more of. So your craving for junk food will fall over time. Like I'm at a point now where I never crave junk food. And then it's sleep. This has been my weakness, like my Achilles heel in training. Allocate a certain time to it, and also don't change it. Keep it within the same like 15 to 30 minute window either way. So say you need to be in bed at 10 past 10 because you want to sleep at 10:30. Okay, well, so we need to be there at 10 past 10. This can vary, say 15 minutes either way. So you can sometimes go to bed at 10:25 and like take 10 minutes to fall asleep, or be in bed at 9:55 and take 10 to 20 minutes to fall asleep. Because if our brain is within this like little tight zone, then it doesn't feel like jet lagged in a way. It feels very natural for our brain and it's easier to wake up at the same times. If some days you sleep at 11, other days you stay up talking to someone, like you're on a FaceTime call with your girl and you stay up till midnight, or other days you feel tired and you sleep at 10. No, you're changing your sleep schedule too much and it's not going to be good for you. That's the same issue as not sleeping enough. It's changing your sleep time. So try to really get that dialed in. And finally, to mental health. So why do we want to improve our mental health to be a better student? Because you understand, yeah, fitness, be productive, get jacked. Productivity, get good grades, make a business, whatever. Your mental health is going to be the cornerstone of everything. For you to be motivated to do the good habits, you need to have good mental health. If you don't want to do the bad habits, you want to study, but then you feel sad one day and you scroll instead, or you play video games, or you watch porn, or you eat junk food. All these things, these are symptoms. You don't want to sit and play video games. What you really want to do is you want to sit and study and then feel proud of yourself. Video games are a cope to the escape of life, same with porn, same with scrolling. You're just kind of feeling, trying to numb yourself because you have poor mental health. So how are we going to improve our mental health so we can be more productive, we can achieve more things, and our quality of life is just going to be better, bro. Everything around, it's just going to feel nicer. You want to wake up and feel happier. You want to be in an exam and be less stressed. So number 1, gratitude journaling. Gratitude journaling sounds simple, but it is the best thing. GratJ. So with this, all you do is you open a document, like a Notion document, Google Docs, or whatever, or a notebook, and you just write. Point 1, I'm so grateful for this water bottle. I'm so grateful for my laptop because it allows me to record videos. I'm so grateful for my room because it's really nice and I have really cool lights in here. It can be shallow things like that, or it can be really deep things like, I'm so grateful that my parents split up because now I'm more like emotionally mature, but like whatever it is for you, like I'm just making stuff up, or for you it may be, I'm so grateful that a war happened in my country and it was so horrible and we had to flee and I had to leave my childhood behind, but now I'm in a different place and I have way better opportunities here and my family feels safer. Like you can go to that extent where you're grateful about traumas and stuff, but at the beginning especially, being grateful for the small things is going to change your life, because gratitude, so say 1 XP in gratitude, literally basically almost equals 1 XP in happiness. And obviously it's fantastic, you want to be more happy, incredible stuff. 2, meditation. How are we going to meditate? Meditation is literally focusing on a point, like your breath, losing focus and going into the fuzzy mess of thoughts, realizing you're thinking about random stuff, clarity here, a little window, and then bringing it back to the meditation. To bring it back up to the meditation, is difficult part, is what gives us the XP in mindfulness. And this XP in mindfulness equals presence. So this is why we meditate. We meditate to become more present and more mindful. Mindfulness / presence, all they are is, you're here in the present moment. And this prevents you from going into overthinking. Have you ever noticed that when you get most anxious, like you have one bad thought, and then it leads to another bad thought, and then it leads to another bad thought, and another one and another one? It's like you check your phone and a girl hasn't replied. Oh, okay. Oh, but is she with this other guy? Oh, she was talking about that other guy before. Oh, maybe she doesn't like me. Maybe she's cheating on me. And now you've gone from someone hasn't replied to you're getting cheated on. Or, oh, I have homework for tomorrow to, oh, but I don't have time to do it. Oh, I'm going to get detention. Oh, my parents are going to beat me. You just go from getting beat to you have school tomorrow. That's how our mind can like attack us, where it goes into an overthinking spiral and it just spirals down and spews info at us that's negative. But with mindfulness, it's like we go through this cycle quicker and quicker and quicker. We gain XP, we level up, we become better at it. So you have you're trying to focus on your breath per se. You lose your focus, then you realize it quicker and bring it back and bring it back. And each time you do this, you become more mindful, and it's going to cut off this overthinking spiral. You'll clock the fact that, wait, I'm going off into a massive tangent. Finally, 3, I would say do the basic stuff like spend time outside, spend time being social. Being social is really going to help you. Even if you have one friend or you don't have any friends, trying to develop this friendship is always amazing. Trying to improve your relationship with your family is always amazing. Trying to find a partner and getting one is a great thing. Really try focus on your relationships as well. I really, really hope this helps you, man. I know this has helped me, and the difference between me a year ago and me now, I'm so grateful for the last year that my younger self has worked every single day to get me to the stage I am now, where I'm so much happier. And you can do the same thing, and hopefully a lot better than me. God bless you, brother. Get out of here. Go do something productive, and I'll catch you in the next one. Much love, bro.